Just wanted to make a quick video talking about MDS, the cool little eco light, as well as tow haul, and maybe educate some people, because I've gotten quite a few comments talking about MDS, asking me how I turn it off, asking me if I use tow haul. I've also received some private messages asking me the same. So I was going to run you through what I know and at least what I do. And for those of you folks that only watch these videos for 20 to 40 seconds or so and see if you can get what you need, I'm going to tell you exactly how to turn MDS off right now. And how you do that is, while it's in drive, use the gear buttons. Just pop it down a gear and MDS will turn right off, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else. When I do this, well, there's two ways to do it, I suppose. You can either be going and down the road and then go ahead and do it, and then move your top gear up to 8 or 6 or whatever you prefer your max gear to be. I usually do 8. Or you can do it right when you pop into drive, and I'll just do that now. Maybe you can see the dash. So I put it into drive, put my gear down 1. You can see it goes to 1 on down there by the drive letter. So I'm in first gear, and now the number next to it where it says 1 plus now, that's my max gear. So if I want to move my max gear up, I got to do my gear higher. Just press it all the way until that's what you want. So what's this mean? This means right now MDS will always be off, and the car will shift all the way up to the max gear what it's set to, which is now 8. So there you go. The problem, or the issue with this, what kind of sucks about it, is that every time I shift out of drive, I have to go back and do that same procedure again. So that's the bad part about it. But I will tell you right now, for all of those that are wondering, this is the only reliable, well, this is the only way to turn off MDS, period. It's either this or buy a tuner. Tow haul doesn't do it for you. So there you go. All of those that just wanted to know that simple piece, you can all leave the page now and stop watching the video. The next thing I'm going to go over is talk about the eco light and tow haul, and try and touch on what tow haul actually does. And I'm also going to do some driving while I do that, and so I like to be safe, and I'm going to have somebody else hold the camera. But in order to get MDS engaged, you kind of have to have some set criteria, and so you're going to see the video cut up a little bit so that I can capture those moments. You don't have to watch something really long, but just know that we're going to be kind of cutting in and out to certain snippets where I'll explain what's happening with the truck at any given time while we're driving. So here we go. Alright, so here we are driving a little bit on the side streets. Hopefully we don't have a whole lot of wind noise and stuff like that that would prevent you from hearing what happens to the exhaust when MDS turns on. So we're just going to take it nice and slow here, get MDS kicking in. Oh yeah, I can't get MDS kicking in because I got it turned off. There we go. Alright, so MDS just kicked in. I don't know if you guys heard it, but we're just going to try and be quiet and see if we can get the difference in tone to ring out inside the car. MDS just kicked in again. And when I press on the pedal there, I get a really kind of crappy pedal response or throttle response. There's about, I've had it actually take a full second before all 8 cylinders were engaged and the truck really started to actually speed up. But normally it takes about half a second, but I think it's based on conditions. Alright, so I've received questions about the eco light. Now, when I bought my truck, the eco light was not turned on by default, and I kind of stumbled across it by accident. But what it is essentially a light in the, it will appear in the lower corner of your dash display there. And it says ECO, or at least that's how I pronounce it. And what it does is, well, it's actually going to come on anytime that MDS is engaged, but it also functions outside of MDS. So it will turn on pretty much anytime you are off the gas pedal or are only lightly touching the gas pedal. So generally, and that's what's going to dictate MDS turning on as well. And so that's how there is kind of a union within those two things, MDS and the eco light. However, eco can be on without MDS being on. The light itself can be on without MDS being on or engaged. So how you get there and turn that thing on and off is actually down here in the apps. So go to apps, I'm over here a little bit, go to settings, and let's go to display, and you gotta go all the way down to the bottom, right? Fuel saver display and cluster, also known as the eco light. So there you go.